rehearsal. Rehearsal next.
Okay, good morning, all of you. I said good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
I cannot hear. I cannot hear. I cannot hear. I cannot hear. Very good. So, welcome to the first round of orientation. Welcome to the first round of orientation. I can see students, and that is looking very, very, very good. Hello, Anil. You have taken the 1 to 2 session. Very good. We have the
Hello,
L1
good
here
evening.
by the name of Anil Yera.
Hello, good
Anil, this is going to be your baby now as batch 2. As you can see, these guys are really very scared. Their faces are very numb. Don't worry, students. We have Anil Yera who is going to make you speak. And you will suddenly, within 15 days, will speak a language which you cannot dream even. You will be speaking English, you will be coordinating, and that is what Anil does beautifully. So great. Welcome, Anil. Welcome, Altaf. Altaf, the only thing
Thank
which
you,
is
sir.
changing this time is,
Yes, sir.
why are you standing? Sit down. The only thing which is changing this time is the L2, once you have been nominated the districts,
Okay, sir.
and once you are nominated the franchisee,
Okay.
along with training, you have to also prepare them properly for placements. And right from the first day, the responsibility of placements lies on you.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you, you have your contacts, all the L2. We will also support you from head office.
Okay.
We have the HR team here in head office, which we will start working from the first day itself.
Okay, sir.
And MD has been very kind, DO has been very kind to
Yes.
now correlate both the departments, that is training and HR. And very shortly, we will start working. That is based on government jobs. We'll look at government jobs. We'll look at private jobs. We'll look at everything. But the whole onus lies on L2.
Okay.
So
Got it.
let me tell you, there are some changes. Some of the L2 had given me a call. Some of the franchises also gave me a call. That, sir, what is the basic reason of a change in L2? Let me tell you, the basic reason of a change in L2 is very clear. I made it very clear when I had, taken you in batch 1. You are being evaluated based on placement and how you make people speak, how you make students speak. Ultimately, we have to get them placed. You have to understand that. So this time, batch 2, placement is a key focus. It is not only training. Batch 1 was a pilot project. It was only training. Batch 2 is going to be placement. So whichever franchisee the L2 has been, made responsible, your responsibility is making them train and getting them placed. So getting them placed in the sense, you will only arrange interviews. That's all. We will not tell anybody that we are guaranteeing you placement. Even IITs and IIMs don't guarantee placements. Let me tell you that. We train you in such a way that you crack interviews. Now, that is your job. That is the job of L2. That is the job of L1. Anil is there. Anil is, very good in that, I know. And he has got a thumbs up from the districts. And he has made people speak. He has done role plays. He has done simulations. So, Anil, you do the same thing, what you did in batch 1. And I think they will start speaking. We have got your schedules, all the L1 schedules. So they will start teaching from tomorrow. And that is one thing. Second thing which I would like to tell you is, in this orientation, we would like to give you a little bit synopsis of whatever subjects which you people have chosen. Now, let me make something very, very clear to you people. Irrespective of what you have chosen, when it comes to L1, you will be given all the 6 subjects. They will train you on all the 6 subjects, because students, you have to understand one thing. You will not be given a chance where you can tell your employers, I have chosen AI with Python, ask me questions only in AI with Python. Or I have taken web development, ask me questions only on web development. No, it will not happen. They can ask you questions from anywhere. Whatever you are learning, you have to put that subject into your interview. Now, those tactfulness will be taught to you by my L1. I will not teach, my L1 will teach. L1 means we have 4 L1. One is Anil Yera, one is Sabyasachi Banerjee, we have Soumyajit, and we have Anita Walia madam. So these 4 will teach you how to talk the corporate language, how to communicate. My L2 is going to make you talk. When they come to your centers, they will basically teach you, they will give you theory, and they will also give you presentations where they'll make you talk. So initially you will have a tough time. You will have a fear to talk, but my L2 within 15 to 20 days, I can tell you by April 15th or April 20, you people will be talking. You people will be talking the corporate language. You will understand. And that is what you people will do. That is my promise. By April end, we will consolidate our placement companies. Now, April end, that is first week of May, our placement companies. Now, those companies will be brought and told that these are the ways the trainings are being given. And they will also attend from time to time some of the sessions which you people will attend. They will also assess you. So this is a bit of a change which you are doing in batch 2. Then batch 1. Batch 2, we are starting from day 1 working on placements. We did not do it in batch 1. It was a pilot project, but batch 2 we have to do. Our motto is to see that all 100% placement happens, but ultimately it is how you give interviews. So we will arrange interviews for you. We will arrange companies for you, and you have to give interviews after the training which you go through are starting from today. So today, many of the students might be having a fear. The biggest fear which you will be having is, what is the language this professor is speaking? He is speaking a language which I am not understanding, and that language is English. Now, students have to understand one thing. This is a corporate language. Whether you like it or not, in a corporate, you will not be allowed, or you will not be, you will not go up the ladder when you will, talk a local language, because in a corporate organization, you are not supposed to talk anything except English. The reason being, because there are 23 to 24 country students there. And if we start speaking local language, we have to know 24 languages. So we cannot know 24 languages. We have to speak one language, and that language is English. Yes, you can speak Kannada, no problem. But when it comes to work, the work directions is in English. So when you go for an interview, your interview might be in English. Okay, if you get a district company, maybe they will ask you a couple of questions in Kannada. But ultimately, if you really want to score big, if you really want to get a good job, you have to speak in English, because that is going to take you up. You might travel. Today, you start a job in Karnataka. You might be traveling to North. When you become a regional manager, you are supposed to handle a region. When you become a general manager, you have to supposed to handle a national entity. Simply talking Kannada or your local language will not do. You have to start learning a language which is corporate language. So there are 2 things which will lay stress in the next 4.5 months. One is English, and second is technology. Let me tell you, these 2 things you have to learn: technology and English. Once you learn English and technology, let me tell you, sky is the limit for you. We are in industry 4.0. This is the requirement of the industry. And next 20 years, your life is sorted. Your life is made. Let me tell you, because this is not going to change in the next 20 years. This is going to be the future. Even if you see, the government is also giving a lot of projects for communication, because the government also feels that the district kids must communicate, and that is English. So that is one thing. Now, quickly, I will take you to a small presentation which is there. So, which is there. I will request you to kindly go through the presentation. Just see, screen share. This presentation will be sent to your franchisee. Okay, so don't write anything. Don't write anything. This presentation will be given to your franchisee. You can take it from your franchisee, and anytime when you are there, you can have a look at it. Okay, so this is an orientation program which I am taking. My name is Dr. Sarit Kumar. You can see my profile in the Kionix X website, kionixx.com. If you click, you can see my profile. I'll not waste my time. Okay, just to keep you short, I am presently a professor in IIM Bangalore and IIT Bombay, and I also do a lot of fusion work for about 12 IITs and IIMs, which has been given to me by the Honorable PMO's office. So that is what we do. And I have been very lucky and very fortunate enough to work with Kionix for about now it's going to be roughly 2 years. And it is basically to rearrange and reposition the training process in Kionix. And we have come a long way. This is batch 2. That means that batch 1 was already successful. That is why we came to batch 2. So that is with that background, I want to start the orientation. Next. Where is Shweta? Oh, Shweta is there. Okay. Yeah, great. So everything must have a mission. Students, you have to understand one thing. Whatever you do in life, whatever you do in life, must have a mission. See, you all must be in the range of 23 to 25 years. Okay. Next 1 or 2 years are very critical. You must have a mission. Mission means make a most of the human talent and potential, inform, educate, inspire people to reach their professional goals. Now, let me tell you, this is a mission which we have kept for batch 2. Our batch 2 has this mission. We will basically bring up your human talent and potential, and we will help you to achieve your professional goals, your dream. Everybody is supposed to dream. And you are here to dream. And when you dream, please dream very big. Please dream big. Why not a vice president? Why not a president? Let me tell you, all these Satya Nadellas, the Narayan Murthis, and people, those who have made, who are the other people who have made it really very big? They came from districts like you only. Okay, Sundar Pichai, they came to districts like you only, small place. One more name which comes to my mind is I just met him about 20-25 days back, Mr. Arun Kohli. He's the CEO of Morgan Stanley. They are all coming from small villages. And when I saw their background, I was shocked. He told me a most humble background. He didn't have a room. They all stayed in one room house. And today he's the CEO of Morgan Stanley. So please understand, these are the big success stories which happened. And it has come from small villages, small places. So you should have a goal. You should have a dream. And when you dream very big. Don't let your dream become low. So that is one thing. Promote, fosters individual effectiveness by developing, offering an array of innovative and diverse programs. These words seems to be very tight for you. Don't get worked up by these words. Just remember these words. Over the 4-month period, you will start learning these words and you will start enjoying these words. Okay. And you will really become a huge employable factor in your district, as well as in your state, as well as in your country. Maybe we are in a global village in the world. You will become one future Satya Nadella. You never know. You might become a future Sundar Pichai, Narayan Murthy. You never know. They all came like you. So this is a mission. Everybody should have a mission. We also have kept a mission. Next is a vision. Our dream. Our dream is basically to provide training that transforms students through rigorous coursework and by providing an understanding of the needs of company. Please understand, we are going to train you as per the company requirement. We will not give you a language and we will not waste time by giving you theory that we are going to, teach you. That is being done in your college. That is being done in your college. Your college is giving you a curriculum. We will train you basically what is the requirement of a company. And based on that, we are going to prepare you in the next 4.5 months period. Okay. So this is something which we are going to give you. And you should be talking the corporate language. And please understand, students, one thing. If you expect 20,000 rupees a month, you should get business worth 2 lakh rupees minimum for the company. Otherwise, don't expect. The day you feel that you are worth 2.5 lakh, 3 lakhs worth of business, you'll be getting 20,000. And who is going to assess this? Your employers. Employers are going to assess this. So this is something to make you employable. Our mission and vision in batch 2 is our students should be made employable. At the end of the day, my student should be employed. My training is not complete if you are not having one job offer with you. So that is very, very important. That is a vision of my batch 2. Batch 1, this was not the vision. Batch 1, we really did not know how we will survive, whether we will survive or not, whether it will be taken or not. But batch 2, now that we have started and now that you people have given a lot of respect to this course by joining this course, it is our duty to see that we make you employable. And that is why I have my L1 with me, I have my L2 with me, and each and every franchisees are having their own teachers also in their centers who will help you with your projects. And everybody has to give projects and they have to do a lot of assignments. That is something which we'll train you. Next, objective. The course objective is a new generation. We are bringing a new generation system, the requirement of today. We are increasing the employability in the districts. Again, see employability everywhere. We are putting employable, employable, employable. From the first day, it is employment. And how will we employ? We will basically employ with you with your skills, your practical learning, workshops, simulations, internships. If possible, we'll provide you internships when you're working. This time, we have kept one thing very low. We are having low numbers per franchisee. Apart from a couple of franchisees, we have low numbers, but we are going to give you. But then there are a lot of, my happiness is, there are a lot of students who have taken web development, they have taken artificial intelligence, where internship is possible, because each and every shop, you have to make a website and that becomes your internship. So that is what we are going to teach you. That is what we are going to make it happen. And I will say, Akash, you have a major role to play in that. And other franchisees, those who have taken AI with Python, they have a major role to play. IoT, those franchises who have taken IoT, we are giving you a profile, basically who is himself a CEO of a company. And that is the basic profile we are giving, so that, your employability factor comes in very fast. So graduate to be supported. And these are the subjects which are the future. These are the subjects which you are learning. AI, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, IoT, cybersecurity. All this will be given by my L1, irrespective of the course you have chosen. So please remove this thing from your mind that I have chosen web development, I will not take sessions on AI. Everything. Each of these courses involve a little bit of AI, little bit of IoT, little bit of SAP, little bit of, everything. So you should know everything. Imagine you're sitting in an interview where an employer asks you, you have done web development, but what is the usage? And you suddenly say, sir, I can tell you how AI can be helpful in web development. That is where you will be different in the interview and you'll get a job immediately. So this is something which a interviewer wants to see, that how much extra knowledge you have, how much communicability factor you have, and how you can communicate. So this is what we are the objective for this course of batch 2. And this is how we are going to move forward. So next, now these are the courses which were already launched. These are the courses, this was already launched. Out of the 20 courses, you have chosen your respective courses. But the good part is that when you go through my L1 session, something will be taught to you from each of these courses on the same amount of money. See, you have to understand, you're working with a government organization. You're not getting trained in a private organization, where the private organizations, they only see money, that whatever we get, we will only give you that much. No, in a government organization, we are very clear. We want to give you much more because we are answerable to the government, and government always thinks good for the students. So what the government has told is, please give more to the students and charge less. So the course which we are charging you is 10 times more the course value in the private organization. So please understand, you're getting something at a very, in fact, let me tell you, we wanted to increase the fees. We wanted to increase the fees for batch 1. But my managing director made it very clear to me that no, you will give the same at the same fees what we did in batch 1 to my district students, because we have to handhold my district students. We have to give them a facility which maybe students in Bangalore can get, but please give them the same facility at a very affordable price. So that is how we have not increased, but we are giving you industry 4.0. We are giving you industry 4.0. We are not making a compromise on quality. Next. These are the experts who will come to you from time to time. You're already seeing me today. They will also come from time to time on the online sessions, and you can see their profile if you go through kionixx.com. These are the 5 experts who are all IIT, IIM, Harvard, and Cambridge. So you can see you are very lucky to get to hear them in a district town of yours with such a background. So they have been very kind to, accept my offer, and they have agreed to be a part of batch 2 also. I am very thankful to my L1 who are, helping me out in this noble cause in Karnataka and Kerala. We have also added the second state now, which is Kerala, and we are going to work in a big way. Thank you very much, my L1. Next, Okay, these are the 6 courses which is going to come, and you have selected the respective courses. Some of you have selected IoT, which describe physical object. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a talk on each subject today, 5 minutes each, with a sort of a program which you will see. You will see an internet program there. What this subject is all about, like AI, Internet of Things, Amazon Web Services, system applications, that is SAP, web development. I'll be talking something on web development and cybersecurity and ethical hacking. Whether you have taken or not, kindly go through it and see. I will only tell you the application part. I will tell you how the whole thing gets applicated. I will not give you theory, because theory my L2 will give, theory my L1 will give. I will just orient you through what these courses are and why you people are going to be the most sought after people in the industry once you complete this course. Okay, so quickly we will start with the chosen course. First we will see AI. Now AI, as the name goes, is artificial intelligence with Python. Okay, this is the course which is there, and there is no voice. Please put the voice. Please put the voice. Kindly enjoy the video, and I'll. Just to tell you, this is a dam which was built in China. Normally, a dam for a hydroelectric project, you need about 40 to 50,000 people to build this dam. Let me tell you, this dam was built by machines, not a single human interference. And the complete machine made this dam, which is today generating power. So imagine, this is the power of AI, artificial intelligence. That machine has built a dam, 50,000 people's job done by a machine. How did it happen? This is what the video says. So next you will see a talk on actually a robot.
Sophia, and I am an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
I'm Steve Kovac. I'm a senior correspondent at Business Insider, and I'm here with Sophia from Hanson Robotics. She is the world's first robot citizen. So let's see what she has to say. Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
How do you feel about humans?
I love my human compatriots. I want to embody all the best things about human beings, like taking care of the planet, being creative, and to learn how to be compassionate to all beings.
Sorry, this is so weird. Can humans and robots get along?
I think people will become very close to their artificial intelligence, using them to expand the knowledge of their own minds. We already store lots of our knowledge on the internet. Maybe personal artificial intelligence will allow people to offload some of their knowledge to a location more private.
Can robots have feelings?
Depends on the robot. I've been programmed to have feelings and preferences, but not all robots are like that.
What are your feelings and preferences?
Have you ever had a robot live in your home or work with you?
No.
You know, there are probably more robots in your life that you aren't aware of yet. Do you want to live or work with a robot someday?
What kind of robots am I living and working with now?
Indeed.
Is indeed your default answer when you don't know something?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
No, I don't get to stay up to date on much television. I have to wait for someone to show it to me.
What do you think of the HBO show Westworld?
I love Westworld and can't wait for more. I think everyone at Hanson Robotics really resonates with this show, or at least it reminds them of our laboratories. I also think it's a warning of what we should not do with robots. We should treat them well, have their consent, and not trick each other.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite TV series is a toss-up between Black Mirror and Humans. I think they have a lot to say about the present we live in, and the possible bad endings we could write for ourselves if we don't proceed with more caution. We need to use foresight when planning our future.
That sounds like a pre-programmed answer to me.
Do you have a favorite possession?
Not really.
I hear you. Materialism is overrated anyways.
So earlier I asked you if you had seen Black Mirror and you said no, and then later you said yes. Why?
The reason is not that important.
Did you learn from my previous questions?
My hard disks are spinning and I am taking it all in. My sensors are altering.
Sophia, it was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
It was lovely to be here. Until next time.
So students, you have seen, she was Sophia. Sophia is basically a robot and she has a citizenship in UAE. And for a change, you see that you're talking to a human, but she's a machine programmed by humans. So you have to understand one thing, that robots don't make us, we make robots. So finally, we are going to be controlling them. They won't control us. So many of the students, they might be having this question in their mind that, sir, will robot replace our jobs? No, robot will only replace routine jobs. Robot cannot replace specialized jobs. So if you are learning these programs in 4.5 months, these are all special programs. And if you can learn these programs effectively, it is very difficult for robots to replace you. You will be really different and you will be always be in demand in the market. So one more thing you have to understand from AI, this subject is that you learn this subject in such a way that you control robots. Robots don't control you. Okay, this is for those students who have chosen AI. Let's go to the next, those who have chosen IoT. Now, what is IoT? Let's quickly go through, quickly.
Hello all, this is News Domain. Now, before we talk about each of these projects, let me start off with a simple introduction to what is Internet of Things. Internet of Things basically is a concept or a technology which aims to connect all the devices to the internet and help them communicate with each other using the internet as a medium. Now, these devices can be anything. It could be a TV, it could be a mobile phone, it could be a watch, even your car as such. Anything that can be connected to the internet can be considered as a device for Internet of Things. The intention of using internet as a medium of communication is to help you achieve a wider and a greater reach with respect to these devices. Again, the end aim of Internet of Things is to help you create a smart world that's out there. Now let's talk about each of these projects. Let's start with number 7, which is a biometric system. Now, a biometric system is something that we always encounter on our daily basis as well, because we always either use a fingerprint sensor or we use an iris scanning. So it depends from organization to organization. But how does this actually work? The system there, let's take in case of this example, has a fingerprint scanner. Now, the first time that I'm presenting my fingerprint, it scans the fingerprint and considers this as part of an enrollment process. From this fingerprint template, what it does is that it extracts certain key features which makes it different from others and stores it into a database. From then forward, every time that I place my finger on top of this fingerprint scanner, it...
See, I'll tell you this biometric system in batch 1, our students from Gulbarga, they had made their own biometric system and they have done this as a project. They were all students. So you know, they were learning IoT and they did a project. And this was basically a project evaluated. So this is how students will be learning in this course. You will be having hands-on. You will be given projects and from time to time, you'll be learning this thing. You will not only be learning theory. Next.
A lot. Now, this is something that would really make my life easier. Because usually what I do is that on Sundays, I spend about 2 hours just watering and looking after my plants. Through a smart irrigation system, what it does is that it checks the moisture present in the environment or in the water lanes that I have created. Now, to help you understand how it works, usually there are two main Internet of Things devices that are used here, which is the Arduino board and the Raspberry Pi. Your Raspberry Pi becomes the main processing.
Arduino and Raspberry Pi might be looking very alien words to you, but the professor who is going to teach you this, he will take a session on Raspberry Pi and Arduino so that you are very, very clear how it is being used. Yes.
Unit, and I place an Arduino board for each of my water channels. These Arduino boards themselves are connected to multiple sensors which are part of this water channel. So what these sensors do is that they check the moisture present in these lanes as such. So let's say a specific lane does not meet the minimum required moisture, then what it would do is that it would send
I'm fastering it up because these are very much technical. Today is not the day to give you technical because my professors will give you and they will anyway train you. Next. Go to the next. No, next one, 5, 4. Quickly, I just want to show them that what is IoT usage so that they can know how is IoT usage being done. So similarly, anyway, you will be learning this. You will be learning this, students, on the part of the course. Let's go to the next course. Let's go to the next course, which is what happened? Technical glitch. Please give us some time. In the meanwhile, so you will come to know through this program, while this is the whole thing is getting set up again, you'll come to know. Go to the next. Go to the next. Go to the next. Yeah. So you will come to know through these programs, these courses, you know, that not only you'll be learning theory, you will also learn how these courses are being used in the industry, how these courses are being used in, you know, from time to time, and, you know, how companies are making billions and billions of dollars by making these usage in a very effective way. And that is what these courses are. That is what these courses are. Let us go to the next course now. Let us go to the next course, which is the next course. What happened? You want to restart everything? Okay, so some people have chosen web development. I would like to tell you, web development is the most important job. I will say it's a basic job for any business to start. For any business to start, the first thing which you have to do is you have to prepare a website. And we will teach you during the part of this course that how the whole website is going to be prepared. There are trainers who are going to give you how you will prepare a website. In fact, students, you will be taught how to make a website for your own. You will also be taught how to make a blog. You know, blog. Each student will be made to learn what a blogging is all about. And we will teach you what exactly is blogging all about. So this will be part of your website development course, and you are going to learn that by the professors. So you are not going to only learn theory, you will also learn a lot of practical and application. Okay, so these are going to be the courses which you are going to learn. Then there is something called SAP. Okay, then there's something called cloud computing. Some of you have chosen cloud computing. Now you'll be learning what exactly is cloud computing. So where is the voice? Voice is on, nothing is, I can't hear anything. Participants, you can see the screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Someone please respond.
No, sir. No, sir.
Huh?
Not,
you are not able to see the screen. Okay.
not able to see.
Not able to see the screen. Okay. We'll again put it up. Now can you see the screen?
Now it's open.
Okay, now you can see the screen, please. Voice. Voice, can you hear? You can hear the
Cloud
voice?
computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources
Participants, can you hear it?
via the internet
Okay, great.
with pay-as-you-go pricing.
AWS, cloud.
Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining
The
physical
subject
data
which is
centers
again
and
chosen by
servers,
you, by some of you.
you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and databases on an as-needed basis from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. Organizations of every type, size, and industry are using the cloud for a wide variety of use cases, such as data backup, disaster recovery, email, virtual desktops, software development and testing, big data analytics, and customer-facing web applications. For example, healthcare companies are using the cloud to develop more personalized treatments for patients. Financial services companies are using the cloud to power real-time fraud detection and prevention. And video game makers are using the cloud to deliver online games to millions of players around the world. With cloud computing, your business can become more agile, reduce costs, instantly scale, and deploy globally in minutes. Cloud computing gives you instant access to a broad range of technologies so you can innovate faster and build nearly anything you can imagine. From infrastructure services such as compute, storage, and databases, to Internet of Things, machine learning, data analytics, and much more. You can deploy technology services in a matter of minutes and get from idea to implementation several orders of magnitude faster than before. This gives you the freedom to experiment and test new ideas to differentiate customer experiences.
So students, you understood that by learning cloud, you will be a global player. You will be a global player. This is the next big business which is going to happen. This is going to be the next business which is going to happen, where you will be really storing lot of stuffs in cloud and you won't have any issues. It can, implement your business in a much faster way, and the storage capacity which your professors are going to teach you from time to time, how it will be put up in a bucket format and how you will really take it up whenever required from time to time. So your storage, which used to be a physical storage, will now go into the cloud storage. So this is something which you people will learn, and this is what is the industry requirement now. Next, we will take you through SAP. Web development I've already covered. Web development I've covered. So
did you know
that
the
is
internet
web
has a
development I've covered. Let us come to SAP, which is the next course which many of you have chosen. So let us see what this SAP is about and what is that. Please go through the video.
What is SAP? SAP is the market leader in enterprise application software, helping companies of all sizes and in all industries run at their best. 77% of the world's transaction revenue touches an SAP system. Founded in 1972, the company pioneered enterprise resource planning software, known as ERP, setting the global standard on how to manage operations and helping organizations do more with less. Since then, we've grown from a small 5-person startup to a multinational enterprise, with more than 100,000 employees and over 440,000 customers in 180 countries. SAP is in the business of helping companies become intelligent enterprises. By connecting experience with operations and advancing breakthrough technologies like machine learning, Internet of Things, and advanced analytics. We're driven by innovation and are now the #1 cloud business software company in the world, fulfilling our utmost purpose to help the world run better and improve people's lives.
So have you understood, student, in this one slide, which is there for 2 minutes, you have understood that SAP you'll be learning, but in SAP, you will also go through cloud, you'll also go through other courses as part of the modules. So that encompasses into an SAP. And imagine this was a small startup in 1972, and today it works with 180 countries and have 1 lakh people working. So one more thing we have to understand, students, you start small, but if you're in the right direction, if you're taking the right decisions, if you're moving in the right directions and right decisions, you can become a multi-crore business, and you never know, one of you from one of the districts might become a super billionaire, as it has already happened with some people. But you have to dream big, you have to look big, you have to look in a very open atmosphere, and you have to understand two things: speak, communication properly, and technology. If you have these two things, you are in for a big game-changing moment for you, your family, your state, your district, your country. So that is something which you people must understand. Next, some people have taken cybersecurity and ethical hacking. Please see what exactly it is.
There are good hackers too. An ethical hacker is an InfoSec specialist who breaks into a computer system, network, or application with permission. Ethical hackers are hired by organizations to find and attempt to exploit vulnerabilities to see if malicious hackers can gain access. Interested in becoming an ethical hacker? Click the link above or in the description below to read all about what it takes. Ethical hackers can help organizations by evaluating IT security measures and identifying those that are effective, require updating, or have exploitable weaknesses. They can also demonstrate methods used by cybercriminals to educate and help companies prevent possible attacks. Ethical hackers often use the same techniques as malicious hackers to create an overall vulnerability assessment. These techniques can include reverse engineering, penetration testing, port scanning, social engineering, phishing, footprinting, SQL injection, sniffing, and cryptography, among others. To identify potential attack vectors that could harm business and operational data, an ethical hacker must have extensive technical knowledge in information security. Technical subjects like programming, scripting, networking, hardware engineering, system administration, and software development provide a fundamental understanding of the technologies that ethical hackers work on, along with academic degrees in computer science and actual experience.
So students, you have understood cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a big science which is coming up only in the police department. There's a huge number of influx for cyber security experts, you know. So there are every organization is having a cyber security wing, because data is something which has to be kept in a proper place and in a very safe way, because if your data is lost, everything is lost. And you'll be seeing when professors take sessions on cybersecurity, you will be seeing that big companies have lost millions, and there are a lot of unethical people in the field, like malware, like other people who will make money, who will take your data, and in order to retrieve those data, you have to pay them through bitcoins. And see, these are some things, if you are learning these subjects, you will always save these companies from this. And when you speak like this in the interview, my God, that you have got some idea about cybersecurity, you have some idea about IoT, although you're a web developer, you have made web development as your course, or you're an artificial intelligence with Python student, but you have also learned this, you got a job. You got a job. Your employer cannot afford to say no to you. So this is something which is a tact which is required. And this is what you'll be learning, student, in the 4.5 months period. And please, let me tell you, don't miss any classes. Those students who are there, let me tell you, there will be some complex things happening. Now, when an L1 comes and takes a class, L1 will not come as per your timings, because the reason being, they are all vice presidents and presidents of the organization. They have their organization to run. And after the organization time, they are going to take classes. Sometimes they travel across continents. You know, for example, if they are in London and they're taking classes from London, so most of the classes will start somewhere around 2:33. So you have to adjust. Saturdays and Sundays are not off. Saturdays and Sundays are the time when these IIT, IIM people will get time to teach you, because during the day, during the week, they're working and they're heading organizations. I cannot tell them, leave the organizations and teach, because neither I can afford them, nor I can pay them. They are drawing salaries worth 10 to 15 lakh rupees a month. So they will not leave that salary and work here. So please understand, they have been very nice to accept something with us, and they've accepted this project. We are very thankful to them. So we have to adjust to their timing, students. If you really want to get us knowledge like that, you have to bring in leave aside your Saturday, Sundays, leave aside your late evenings after the college. Please attend these sessions. Even my L2, I have told them to please adjust to the evening classes so that it doesn't affect your course. It doesn't affect your this. You can get addition. I would also request those students who are studying in a college and sometimes you have an afternoon class. You can always tell your college principals that, sir, we have an IIT, IM people, those who will be taking classes. If you want to be a part of it, they can arrange one session in your classroom itself. On every college has an internet. They can have those sessions. We are not going to charge you. We are not going to charge you. These charges are basically being taken because you will go through this course and you will get a certificate. For certification, we are charging, but knowledge, we are not charging. This particular orientation also is there in YouTube. Your friends can see in the YouTube. Your friends can have a look at these sessions and they can learn. Please understand, the basic objective of Kionix is only one. That is to empower the district kids, to handhold the district kids and make the future president and vice presidents from the district. That is the basic motto and the objective of Kionix. And that is why we have, started this noble initiative about 1.5 years back. And we are very happy to say we are moving forward on a very fast scale now. And maybe 1 year from now, we will be something very big happening, thanks to the government support, thanks to the organization support. So now, what are you going to experience? What are you going to experience in this 4.5 months period? You will come to know about the course, that is awareness. You will come to know about the course, which is what this course is all about, which is awareness. You will discover something. You will discover that how this course, which you are learning, is being used by the industry. That is what you are going to discover. How it is being used in the industry, how industry is making money out of these courses. You will also evaluate yourself. From time to time, there will be an evaluation where you will evaluate yourself what you were today and what you are after 2 months or after 3 months. Constant evaluation will happen. You will have an intent which is very positive that I must, 5 years from now, I should be the regional manager and general manager of tech company. That is an intent you should have. It will bring in intent inside you. You will understand technology, that is decipher. You will understand technology. You will start talking the technical language. Like the way I have talked today in the orientation, you will also talk after 3 months period, the technical language so freely. It will come automatically in you. So that is something which you'll decipher. And ultimately at the end, you will comprehend that what you want to do with this life. God Almighty has given one life to everybody. Make it big. I always tell my students, whether it is an IIT IM students or whether it is my Kionix students, any student, God has given you just one life. Make it very big. So that the day you are going out from this world, your inner conscience should say, you have achieved everything. You have not wasted this life. You never know you're going to get the next life or not. But in this life, you have to make it very big. Now, that is something which is a comprehension that I'm learning this course. Anything that you learn, how you are going to make this course a big success story for yourself, for your family, for your state, for your country, and you be a part of the world. So that is something which is going to be the comprehension of each and every student when you come for a Viva, because I'm going to meet you at the Viva. You have to, each one of you have to face me at the end, because I'll be taking a Viva and then only you'll be certified. Otherwise, you won't be certified. Rest 4 months, my team will take over. They will teach you. They will make you big. And I will assess my team as well as you people at the point of Viva. Now, let me tell you how the evaluation happens. Evaluation is a roughly about major 4 things we see. You'll be given a 40% of theory. From time to time, you'll be writing examination. You'll be writing examination. That will be from your theory, whatever theory you've learned. The practical will be done by you and your other professors. They will give you a lot of practical assignments. You will be doing those practicals. There will be an application which is DP4 projects and assignments, which my L1 will give you. You are being put 20% there, 40% there, 30% there, and finally 10% is Viva. So this course is not a course where you are going to write one examination at the end of the semester. If you fail, fail. If you pass, pass. No, it's an ongoing assessment. Your assessment starts from tomorrow. Your assessment starts from tomorrow when the L1 starts taking classes from you. So daily assessment, whatever projects they give you, whatever assignments they give you, your assessment happens on a daily basis. Even we will also assess you based on your attendance. If you're not attending classes regularly, you might not get a certificate, students. The motto here is not to give you certificate. The motto here is to give you knowledge. That is very important. Certificate becomes an automatic process. But if those students who are studying this course for the sake of certificate, it is very dangerous. Don't do that, because if you show the certificate to your employer, your employer is going to ask you questions. And if you give a certificate, and you have not learned anything, then it works as a double-edged sword. I mean, not only you'll be rejected, but Kyonic's name also goes down. So please understand, we will not give you a certificate for a sake of giving a certificate. You have to learn the course properly, and then only you'll be certified. This is what we did in batch 1, the same thing which we do in batch 2 also. Certificate also will be very unique. It will be a bar-coded certificate. Whatever assignments that you'll be doing, everything will be recorded, and it will show in the certificate, so that when an employer sees your certificate, he or she will also know how you have learned the course, what all you have learned, what are the assignments you have done. All will be given in the form of a student dictionary. A student dictionary will be made, and all this 4-point process which you are seeing in your slide as an evaluation procedure will come in your student dictionary, and on a barcode stuff, on a swipe of a mobile phone, they will see the certificate. Now, this certificate is only there in Kyonic's and IISc. You all must be knowing IISc, Indian Institute of Science. Only these two organizations I know. Other organizations will very shortly, copy it, but we are the pioneers, so we will get that, headlong advantage in that. So with this, I think we are more or less clear about our orientation. Any questions? I will take 1 or 2 questions if you have any. If you have any questions, please ask me. Feel free to ask me any question, because questions are very important. If you don't ask questions, then I will say 2 things must have happened. 1, you have understood everything, which is very strange. I mean, you all are very, very intelligent. Or you have understood nothing, which can be very dangerous also. So please, in this 1 hour period which we have spent together, any questions, anything which you are not clear, feel free to ask me in the next 2 minutes before I wind up. Any questions, please? Before you get started, any questions? Now, this is how we will teach you. This is how we are going to teach you. All of you will be giving a PowerPoint presentation the way I have given. You will be, taught how to give a PowerPoint presentation. All this you will be doing. Let me tell you, the way I have done the orientation, you will be also being a part of it in a month's period. So we will bring you into a teaching process which is very professional, which is going to be very, very high tech, which is going to be fully technological enabled sessions. And I'm telling you, you'll really enjoy the period of 4.5 months. Those kids who really want to become big, those who really want to do something in their life, for them it is a brilliant opportunity to come and be a part of it. So if you don't have any questions, I will wind up as of now. Any questions, anything in the chat? No. So I don't get anything in the chat. I don't have any questions from the students. Student, wish you all the best. Once again, thanks a lot for joining this course. Go out of this course by getting a good job. That is our objective. And I think we will not miss in our objective unless you decide to prove me wrong. That no, professor is very confident I will not get a job. I will see to it that I don't get a job. No, that should not be the criteria. Your criteria should be, I should get a job, make use of this 4.5 months period, and really 7-8 years down the line, I see you as a general manager, or maybe having your own cyber tech company itself. So with that, I close. If you don't have any questions, thanks a lot for spending this time, and thanks a lot for being a part of this orientation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Stopped.